What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Shazam issue number 8. This story is going to be picking up exactly where we left off. Black Adam versus Shazam, aka the Captain. The two of them colliding together, absolutely decimating the new home. And with the new home destroyed, this puts the Captain into a panic. This leads him to asking for help from the most unlikely of people. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we pick up with the Captain versus Black Adam. The two of them standing toe to toe, and deep down Billy knows that they just messed up. Just destroyed his family's brand new home in a meaningless fight. And while he beats himself up, he knows that this isn't all his fault. Black Adam is a little bit responsible. Now, the Captain goes in to explain exactly what is going on and how Black Adam overreacted. That with him coming unglued, with Black Adam losing control or being out of control, you came all the way to my country, and now my house is in a pile of rubble. Asking Black Adam, is this really how you solve conflicts? Is this how the head of a state behaves? And the Captain's kinda got a point here. Even Black Adam acknowledges it for a moment. He doesn't say it, but we can see it on his face. And then he flies off, saying that they're not gonna talk about this anymore. Now that that problem is currently kind of handled, he can move on to the dinosaurs, the space dinosaurs. And these guys are droning on and on and on about the paperwork. You gotta fill out the paperwork. You gotta do the paperwork. And at this point, the Captain is about to crack. He is sick and tired of hearing about how he needs to fill out all this paperwork. That right now, that is the least of anybody's concern. At the Rock of Eternity, our gentleman T-Rex, he has found a doorway. With Mr. Dinosaur poking its head out, he can hear the conversation ongoing. A trade of prisoners, if you will. The dinosaurs giving over the tiger, and the Captain must hand over the auditor. He says this is something that he's not going to do, but Mr. Dinosaur hollering down once the other dinosaurs leave. Mr. Dinosaur doesn't want to leave, but he doesn't want to start conflict. He doesn't want to cause problems. But the Captain, he vows that he's gonna find a way, that he's gonna do something to just give him a little bit of time to figure this out. Before he does any of that, he has to go talk to his family. He has to let them know what happened. And so as he apologizes to his family, his adoptive father lets him know that I need to talk to Billy. He lets Billy know that this is far worse than you think it is. Right now, we have no home, which means the foster system, they could take all of you. Knowing in this moment that he needs some wisdom, he says Shazam, and we see him transform. He knows that this isn't about answers, but this is about questions. This is when he grabs Darla and they head up into space, needing her help to solve this problem. They head up to the space dinosaurs with Mr. Dinosaur, delivering Mr. Dinosaur saying that Darla has a question, asking why do you have to take Mr. Dinosaur away? This is when the answers and questions begin. Every answer that the Admiral Dinosaur gives, Darla says why. This will allow them a little bit of time. The Captain, taking the opportunity to sneak away, he goes to the Rock of Eternity. He humbly goes up to the mighty Zeus. He knows that Zeus's magic could rebuild the home in the blink of an eye, but they got bad blood. After everything that had just happened, why would Zeus help him? But this is when Black Adam shows up. He tells Zeus that you and I, we have no connection, but he heard the Captain's request. As much as it disgusts Black Adam to admit it, he is right. Black Adam says that we are kings, Zeus and him, that their subjects are to trust their judgment, that they jeopardize everything if they show weakness, to never be cowardly or petty. As the two of them stand off, the Captain says that he's gotta go, as he goes to pick up his sister and Mr. Dinosaur, because after having Darla there even for that amount of time, the space dinosaurs said that they're gonna make an exception. Mr. Dinosaur can stay as long as you get Darla out of here. And so they return home to find that the house is fully built up again. it was fixed, and they have Black Adam and Zeus to thank for it. The captain telling Darla that if anybody does ask, you say that it was Zeus. As they check out the house, everything seems to be just a little bit bigger. It appears that Zeus decided to make the home just a couple feet bigger in every direction to give everybody a little more space. Anybody that had seen the damage to the home, they had forgotten about it. That once you're able to actually get past Zeus' ego, he's not the worst individual in the world. As the captain heads over and has a discussion with Black Adam, he tells Black Adam that I owe you one. But in Black Adam's eyes, there is no debt to pay, that their business is finished, but reminds him that if you ever strike me again, it will be your last. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like most Shazam comics, it is relatively short, but they're enjoyable. Like I've said before, they're a lot of fun. Space Dinosaurs, Shazam versus Black Adam. It's been a roller coaster of craziness and honestly silliness. While me personally, I would love a more serious, a more, I would say maybe a little darker version of Shazam comics. But I know not every comic can be like that, and I'm okay with them, really making some family-friendly comics. Ones that are really good for kids. And the Shazam comic is hands down that. If I were to pick one comic from DC and one comic from Marvel that is great for kids, it would be the Fantastic Four from Marvel and Shazam from DC. I would say that those two comics are good for any age of kid. It is a great way to introduce them to the character or characters depending on which comic, and I think it's good that we have things like this. An opportunity to really reach a new generation of readers. We have a lot of comics that are oriented towards people in our age range. The 18 to 40-year-old range. We get a lot of darker comics, we get a lot of gore, we get a lot of blood. I mean, heck, if you're reading the Sabretooth War right now, you're getting the most gore that I've seen in comics in quite some time. At least coming from the big two comics. And if you haven't heard, Mark Waid will be leaving the Shazam title. Assuming that he is moving on to different things in DC Comics, this could be good news. Now, if you're a Shazam fan, it might not be the best of news, depending on who they have replacing him. I don't think I've seen who it is yet. I haven't done the research too deeply to see who is going to be replacing him. I just know that it will be happening after issue number 10. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's going to get you caught up on everything that is going on with the Shazam title. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.